welcome to this video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking through a tanning product and my views on it. So the product in question is this. Now this is the Tanologist Face and Body Drops in the shade Dark. And yeah, I'm just going to be talking you through a bit about this product and what I thought, and I'll also insert like a mini clip of like my skin before I've applied it and after, just so you can see like the colour payoff. And yeah, that's it really. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, can you subscribe to my channel down below and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching and let's crack on. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the price. So this retails at $14.99. I picked it up from Superdrug. So I actually just went in store and got it, but you can get it a number of places online. But I picked it up from Superdrug. $14.99 I thought was a really good price. I know it seems like quite a small bottle, but actually you only use a very small amount of the product because you dilute it. So $14.99 for this bottle is a good price. It will last ages. I've used it twice a week for 7 weeks and it's literally gone down. I'd say it's gone down like literally less than probably a tenth of the bottle it's gone down, and that's using it twice a week for about 7 weeks. So it's definitely gonna last a long time, I would say. And obviously you're gonna have times where you don't apply it every week. It just depends, especially now we're going into lockdown because wow, we're not going to be going anywhere. I'd heard about this from quite a few different people. I'd heard quite a few different good reviews, and Lottie Tomlinson, I think she's like the face of Tanologist and like these products, she had said that this product was good for if you're prone to breakouts. So that's why I opted for this, because I use a lot of different body tanners that are really good, but I find that I can't use them on my face because they block my pores and I end up getting quite a few like little breakouts. I think it was in an interview I saw Lottie say this, and I thought that is the product I need to try. So I reached out and got this from Superdrug. Now I'm going to talk about the packaging. The packaging is really pretty. It's just a really simple, sleek packaging. It's like an iridescent effect to it, which is really nice, and I like that it's clear, to be honest, and you can see the product in there. The product itself is kind of just like a clear gel, so it's not any sort of colour to it. So it's just really sleek and simple packaging, which I like. Now leading on to the application process. So it has got a little pipette applicator like so. And what you do is you just apply it to your moisturiser. So it says in the instructions you can add 1 to 12 drops to a moisturiser of your choice, and then apply it together on the skin. So I mix it with this. This is the Medic 8 Pore Minimising Moisturiser. So I mix these two together and then apply it to my skin. I really like the application process, the whole idea of just mixing it in with a moisturiser of your choice. I like that because you can choose a moisturiser that is going to suit your skin. A lot of moisturisers don't suit me, they're too oily, they break me out, they make my skin feel like greasy, so I tend to, you know, struggle to find a moisturiser on its own, let alone like a fake tan that's going to suit. So I really like that as an application process. Now I like that you can also choose how dark you want it. So I opted for the colour Dark, so you can get different colours, but I've chosen the darker one because I generally like being darker sort of when I'm going out or something like that, but because it's buildable you can have it lighter if you wish. Like, it's not just literally one application and, you know, that's one colour. It is in one sitting you can apply however many drops and then it will go more intense depending on how many you add. So you can add 1 to 12. I opt for around 5, sometimes 6, just depending on how dark I want to go. Or if I literally want a tiny little tan, like just a little sort of bit of colour, then I'll add about 2 or 3. But I generally stick with 5. And I mix it in well with this and then apply it. And the colour is a really nice payoff. It's a really nice sort of, it's got a tiny bit of an olive undertone, but it is a little bit more of a warm tan, I would say, which is good because it matches my foundation. So I generally use for foundation, I think it's the MAC Studio Fix, and I think it's NC42, and I find that these drops really match well with it. So I like that. It's got that sort of warm tint to it that goes well with your foundation. And without my foundation as well, it still looks like a nice colour, and it matches the other body tanners. If I use like dark Bondi Sands, or if I use Molly May's tan, the dark one of that, then that definitely still matches together. I would like to try using this on my body, but because I really want this to last for my face, and I know it suits my face, I'm kind of just using it on my face on its own at the moment. And when my body tanners run out, I probably will start using this, or I'll buy, there's an actual body tanner of this, like a bigger bottle, that I do want to try. But yeah, it's really good. The colour is nice. So the price gets a tick, the application gets a tick, the colour gets a tick, and I'll insert here a little before and after of my skin, so you can see for reference sort of the colour after I've applied it. So I'll insert that here. So excuse the towel on my head, but this is my skin before I've applied the drops. Okay, so this is how it looks the morning after. So I've probably had this on for about 12 hours, and this was 5 drops mixed in with my moisturiser. So as you can see, it's quite dark. This is just one layer, and it's obviously you can get it darker if you want it a darker tan, or you can get it lighter. I tend to go relatively dark because when I like do my makeup and contour and use like my concealer under my eyes, it brightens it up quite a lot and it lightens it a lot. So I always go a little bit darker if I can, because otherwise the concealer and stuff washes me out a bit more. So yeah, this is how it looks. Hopefully this gives you an idea of the colour payoff. So next I'm going to talk about so with a lot of tans, obviously at some point it is going to go patchy, and it's a question of when you scrub it off and start again. With this, bear in mind I use quite an intensive face routine, so I'm exfoliating, cleansing and washing my face a couple of times a day. I'm quite OCD with it because I'm prone to sort of breakouts, and if I don't wash it quite regularly, then even like the littlest bit of like oil sitting on my skin for like a few hours, it literally breaks me out. So I tend to try and wash it as much as I can. So bear in mind all that. It definitely lasts well. It lasts about 5 days and then it starts to go a touch patchy. So I like on the 5th day, sometimes the 6th day, scrubbing it off and then starting again. I definitely think you have to moisturise a little bit obviously on top to keep it not patchy. If you don't moisturise it, it would probably do it quicker. But yeah, it's about 5 days and then it starts to go slightly patchy. I think that's a good time really, considering how much I'm sort of washing my face and that. And it is really easy to reapply. So with a lot of tans, I find them a bit of a nightmare. Once they start to go patchy, when I'm trying to remove them, they're a nightmare and I can't get them off, and there's always like little patches, like if it's a tiny bit on my elbow or just random bits on my arms, and they're really hard to get off. Whereas with this as a face tanner, when it starts to go patchy, it is actually fine to remove, so it's easy to really like just exfoliate it off. So I can sort of decide that night that I want to get it all off and it will come off, and then I usually give it sort of 1 or 2 days break just to let my skin you know, have a break from all products. Tend to be like I haven't really got any plans, and then I will start again, and it is really easy to do that. So I'm really impressed with that because there's quite a lot of times I find that are really hard to start again. So it's definitely good in that sense. So that gets a tick as well. Now to talk about the claims in terms of if it doesn't break me out, because obviously there's been quite a lot of people that have said that, so that's essentially why I wanted to try it. And I would definitely say it works. So everybody's skin's different, but I would 100% say for me it is a brilliant solution. So it doesn't break me out, which is a miracle because so many fake tanners, I think every single one I've tried, yeah, when I try and put them on my face, like even the littlest bit, they'll break me out. So even if I put them in a place where I don't really get spots, they still sort of come out. With this, it hasn't actually got a guide colour, so it's just clear when you apply it. And although that is something that I always need a guide colour for my body, because you know that's quite a big area and you need to know exactly where it's gone and whatnot. With your face, it's a small area, so I don't mind that it's not a guide colour, and that is what doesn't block my pores. So because there's no guide, it just goes on nice and simply and it doesn't block them, so my skin can breathe. So when I go to sleep, I can sleep in it and I feel like it's not really greasy or any different to just my normal skin. It feels light and nice, which makes a difference because I think whenever you put any sort of moisturiser or fake tan on and you can really feel it, then I don't like it as much. So yeah, it doesn't block my pores, which is amazing and real. I'm literally, I cannot stress how pleased I am that I have found a product that actually works for my face, because I have been trying for probably the last sort of 4 or 5 years, and I'll just occasionally, when my skin's not too bad, I'll think, oh, I'll just apply a bit of fake tan, it'll be fine. It's not fine, doesn't work, not good. Not a good solution, and I ended up just getting little spots, and then I get really bad, like sometimes I get ones that are really under the skin, and that is just purely through the skin's not breathing. So this is just a good tanner for the face that lets your skin breathe. So yeah, that's everything I have to say. Overall, I'm really impressed with this. Would definitely rate it and recommend it as a face tanner. And I will be getting the body tanner at some point to give that a try. I probably am just going to keep this for my face so it lasts longer, but it definitely will last a long time, so I'm pleased with that. So yeah, I think that's everything. So if you wanted to know any other information, because I might have left something out, I usually somehow do forget something, then just drop me down a comment and I will get back to you. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, can you subscribe to my channel down below and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.